Hello everyone. So after studying the auto-associative and heteroassociative memories introductory part, we are going to move to the Hebb rule and to the numerical session. So today's lecture is about the Hebb rule and the numerical we are going to do. So the algorithm that is Hebb rule is used for pattern association. You know, that is what we were doing in heteroassociative and auto-associative was we were trying to find out and we are going to try to find out the closely matched patterns, and then the output is given accordingly. So the simplest and frequently used method for determining weights for associative memory neural network is this one. Now, the training vector is denoted as, this is the algorithm, the training vector is denoted by S:T, and testing vector is denoted by X. These are the two things. That means the, the one which we have to train is called as a training vector, that is denoted by S:T, and then we have the training testing vector, with the help of which we are going to test the training vector, that is equal to X. Now these are the algorithm steps. We are just going through it and we understand with the help of the numerical. This is, first of all, we need to initialize all the weights. Weights are initialized with the help of, that is, I is from 1 to n and j is from 1 to n, and wij is equal to 0. Now for each training input vector, target output S:T, we have to follow these three steps, that is 3, 4 and 5. What are these steps? First of all, we have to set the activation for input unit to present training input, that is X should be equal to, X is defined as equal to SI, and similarly the output unit is set as activation, that is the output is defined as YI is equal to TJ. So the training was S:T, and here we have X:Y. Now when we need to adjust the weight, how do we adjust the weight? The new weight should be equal to the old weight plus the net weighted sum we did it, that is plus xi yi. What is Hebb outer rule product? The Hebb outer rule product is, we have the outer product of two vectors which can be used to find the weights. Based on Hebb rule, we are assuming let S is equal to S1 to N and T is equal to 1 to M. See, earlier also we have weights I is equal to 1 to N and J is equal to 1 to M. Similarly, we have I is equal to 1 to N, that is SI, and T is equal to 1 to M, that is TJ. The ST is matrix product of S is equal to S transpose and T is equal to small t. Now, we have to do the product of this. So how do we define it? We define capital S as the transpose of S. We know what is transpose of matrix and how to calculate it. We'll do it. And this is the T which is denoted by small t, that is TI1 to J to this. Now SP:TP, where P is equal to 1 to P. How we are going to calculate the weight matrix? We are going to calculate the weight matrix, that is summation P is equal to 1 to P and STP. Why STP? Because we have ST. So STP, because we have to calculate the transpose. This is given here and multiplied by the TP. That is the capital T is denoted by small t. Okay. So what we have? Now we have heteroassociative memory neural network. What is this heteroassociative memory neural network? We have these all X are input, these are Y as output, and they are the attached links or weights. So this one attached with this is termed as W11. X1 is attached to Y1. X1 is attached to Y2, that is W12. If X2 is attached to Y2, the W22. So on and so forth. And finally, Xn is attached to Ym, so XWNM is the weight. So here the weights are initialized. We have to follow again the 3, 4, 5 steps. What it is? We have to set the activation for input layer units equal to the current vector. Now we have to compute the input to output units. So Yin will be equal to same. See, the concept is same, net weighted output. That is, net weighted output will be Xi multiplied by WPJ, where P is 1 to N. So now we have to determine the output function. Output function will be calculated according to the input, net weighted input. So net weighted, that is this one. So net weighted input is compared. If net weighted input is greater than 0, the output will be 1. If net weighted input is equal to 0, it is 0. And if it is less than 0, it will be -1. So this is the activation on output unit. Now finally the target response is the binary response. So binary response will be, it will be passed through a function, that is fx, and if x is greater than 0, it will be 1, and if it is this, then it is else condition, that is 0. Now let's understand all these with the help of an example. What we have to do, there is a heteroassociative network given as S1 and T1, S2 and T2, S3 and T3, S4 and T4. Now what we have to do is we have to find the weight matrix. We have to test the network with training input vector, and we have to test with the help of this vector as training input. Now what we are going to do, first of all, we are going to initialize the weights to 0. Now according to the Hebb rule, we have to find the outer product. How to find the outer product? We have W1 is equal to S1 transpose and small t. Okay, and this is due to capital S dot capital T. So S1 transpose T1. Similarly, W2 will be calculated. Similarly, W3 and W4. So S1T, what is S1T? S1T is 110. S1 is this 1100. So the transpose of S1 will be, the row will become the column. So it will be here, that is 1100. Earlier it was the row. Here it is the column because of transpose. Okay. So now this is multiplied by T1. T1 is defined as 10. So we are going to find the product. We all know how to calculate the product of two matrices. So this 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. 1 multiplied by 1, 1. 0 multiplied by 1, 0. 0 multiplied by 1, 0. 1 multiplied by 0, 0. 1 multiplied by 0, 0. 0 multiplied by 0, 0. 0 multiplied by 0 is again 0. So this is how we are going to calculate. So this is the matrix we got as W1. Similarly, we are going to calculate W2, W3 and W4. Moving further, now we have to calculate the final weight. So final weight will be sum of all these 4 weights. That is W1 plus W2 plus W3 plus W4. That will be calculated as this. We are going to add this. It is very easy matrix calculation. We have to do addition. This will be the final weight. So we have solved this first point, that is find the weight matrix. We have calculated the weight matrix. Now second thing is test network with training input vector. How we have to test the network with training input vector? First training pattern is, see, this is the first training pattern. We have said that S1 will be taken as X1 in the algorithm. So X1 will be 1100. So this is 1100 X1. Now we are going to calculate it with the help of summation, that is net weighted sum Ing. This is I is equal to 1 to N 4. Why 4? Because we have 4, this 1, 2, 3 and 4. So value of P is 1 to 4. So that is why P is equal to 1 to P hum define karte the. Here we are going to calculate 1 to 4. Xi multiplied by Wij. We know this is Wij and this is Xi. So this is how we are going to calculate. So this will be calculated for Y in 1. Y in 1 kya hoga? X1 W11, which is W11. This is W11. So 1, 2, 0, 0. W11, W12, W13, W14. And this is W21, W22, W23, W24. Okay, so this is how this is defined. So this is 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by 2 according to the matrix. This 1, 2, 0, 0. and here we have multiplied it 1 2 0 0. Okay, and here it is 0 0 2 1 0 0 2 1. So we are going to multiply this x1 with 0 0 2 1. And what was the input? 1 1 0 0, same. So y1 is calculated as here 3, and here y in 2 is calculated as 0. So we have studied the condition whenever it is more than, see here we have the condition in algorithm, whenever it is greater than 0, the answer is 1. So 3 is greater than 0. 3 is greater than 0. So answer will be 1. And this condition, that is if it is equal to, here the answer is 0. If it is equal to, you can see, if it is equal to 0, then the answer is 0. So this is 0. That is why the final output is 0. So the training pattern will be defined. So similarly, we are going to calculate it for the second pattern. What is the second pattern? Second pattern is 0 1 0 0. So again, we are going to calculate it with the help of this. Right? Now, this is the solution for second part. Test network with training input pattern. Now test the 1110 as training input. Now what we have to do, we only have to define 110, which is given in question, as here. Instead of here x1, instead of this 1100, we are going to calculate it with the help of 1110. So that you can do it in assignment also. Thank you very much.